Welcome, 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 Francois, our friend. You have a wrench. Exact. Your revenge. Scott, Tracy, Potato, Gaming, Ragin, my love. Hello, hello, hello. Watch out. Francois has a wrench and he knows how to use it. And thank you so much for that video. I appreciate that. Back to business we go. Lotus, welcome. So good to see you. Back to business. Okay. Distractions, right? We had that little thing going on last night, which amounted to nothing. There were some key points in that. Omitting the trustees was a key word. Yes, it was. Also, freely giving up warrant lists is another key thing to consider. Why would somebody do that? These are questions to ask. I do have one weakness. I love people. I care about people, especially all of you who view me, and our members, our subscribers, and who love to chat, who love to know the truth. That is my weakness. I care. Anywho, we won't be doing that again. Thank you, Lotus. I love you too. I really do. So these things are to be considered, and let me explain something right now to all of you listening. I fight for what's right. I don't care who you are. If you are an elected official, I will look into you. Cynthia, welcome. You took an oath, and that includes police officers. You took an oath. If you don't stand by that oath, elected officials, police officers, you're dirt to me. You don't respect a sacred oath. So, putting that into context, we are going to, thank you. Oh no, Tracy, I didn't, the chat was going by so fast, and I appreciated it. And of course, we had that little thing going on in the background. Dear Lord. But, they're distractions. That's why I did it so quickly. Because it's not going to distract us. It's just not. So what I want to do is go to December of 2022. Francois, thank you so much for that video. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I'm going to take a course in French just for you. So let's go to December 2022.
Next, we have finance trustee.
Thank you, Mayor. My finance report, the review of financials for the Village of Dalton, which is for this fiscal year, which represents the months of May 2022 through October 2022. The Village Operating Fund does have an operating deficit of $3.4 million. Doing a comparison to try to understand, at least from the paperwork, why the difference. A year ago, we did in October begin to start receiving property taxes. This year, we have not. A year ago, we received about $2 million worth of property taxes, of more than what we received this year. So my summation would be that $2 million of that debt could be attributed to property taxes. The other $1.4 million, as at this moment, I'm not able to provide an explanation. So I would ask if anybody in the administration would be able to do so when they're able to make that presentation. So that's the first part in terms of the monthly financial reports. If I may, I'll conclude, then I would love to have a response with that. I appreciate that. The other component that the information provided, which the board has, well, myself and I believe other board members just received regarding the corporate tax levy was presented to the board members within the past 15 minutes. I heard the recommendation of a tax increase of 2.7, net tax increase 2.77. So that being presented to the board and other concerns being raised, I want to make sure that the residents are aware, and I would ask for feedback for board members prior to us making a vote on that. That will conclude my report, but Director Miller, please.
Okay, Director Miller, before you start, let me interject. For the record, everything that you guys have before you is things from prior administration. Anything as it relates to increase is from prior administration, such as the previous mayor. We all have gotten the information as relates to what they want us to do. So I just advise everybody moving forward, read your emails, go back into your data logs, and you will see that you have this information for literally the last 4 years. Because we've been on this board, we all know the financial status of the village, which I've been trying to fix with my administration. So I just want to put that on the record because people can easily get up here, recite numbers, tell you this, tell you that, but they never give you facts, never give you concrete proof, or put it on paper to show you exactly what's what. Next year, I will be hosting something to show you exactly the financials, and those that don't understand, we will break it down so that you understand step by step where we are and where we're going. But I need the board to support the movement so we all can be on one accord and our village will always be in the positive. So with that being said, Angelique, you have the floor.
Okay, just one point, overall taxes revenue is 2.1 million below prior year. So in fiscal year 22, at this time, we have $5.6 million collected compared to 3.54 million in fiscal year 23. So you said that there was a variance of
3.4 million.
So that breaks down the general operation and City of Chicago revenues have decreased a combined 2 million with an additional 2.3 million decrease in debt service revenues. So there is actually, that's what it's related to. Does that help you?
I'll reach out to you.
Okay.
Did not follow that completely, but I appreciate the response, and I'll reach out to you.
All right, thank you. Next, we have department reports, police, Chief Collins.
Thank you and good evening, Mayor. Good evening, trustees, Madam Clerk, fellow department heads, and good evening, residents. I'm just going to touch on a few statistics from the month of November.
Okay. So you heard the financial status. But what is it really? Let's share a screen. Here we are. You see that okay? Do I need to make it bigger? Let's see here. There we go. That's bigger. All right. This is the general fund. Alrighty. Total cash, 10 million. Okay. I am not a CPA or anything else, but you can see here what is in the general fund in December of 2022. And I'll leave that up for a minute so we can see. And people in the background, screenshot it, please, by all means. So, what's the total assets? Right down here. General fund, 14 million. Special revenues, 12 million. Debt services, 3 million. Total, 31 million. Clear as day. Now we're going to go to liabilities. And we can see those. Yes, it does, Scott. All right. Total liabilities, 10 million. I forgot the second column. What was it? Special funds. Debt services. And the total. Okay. And this is unaudited. The same ones that Lori Lightfoot is using. So if you want to say, well, it's unaudited, Lori Lightfoot used these same figures. Okay. Property taxes. Here we are. Everybody wants to know about grants. Here's the grants. Total $2 million in grants. Now, Kiana Belcher is going to say, and the trustees are going to say, well, it never hit the bank. Well, these are unaudited. So, if they didn't have access to the bank, how did they know it didn't hit the bank? Just a question. All right. Fund balances. Here we are. Now you see unassigned deficits here. Quite a tidy sum, isn't it? All right. Total liabilities, deferred inflows of resources, and fund balances. Numbers do not lie. People do. I'll pause there for a minute so everybody can snapshot it in the background. Okay. Here we are. Now this is governmental funds. Yes, I did unmute myself. Okay. Property taxes. All right. Total revenues. Here we are. Okay. Expenditures. This I like because it gives you all of the departments. And it seems like general administration and the police department have the highest. Pause there. Okay. Here's the total expenditures for all departments. Here. You might hear my mother in the background. She's downstairs, but she's hard of hearing, so she talks very loud. Francois, it is so good for you to be back. Okay. So, what do we have here? Deficiency of revenues. That doesn't look too good, does it? No, these figures do not look good. I don't know what the sale of property for 5,000 is. I'm not sure. But here are your fund balances for the year. And that third column is debt service fund. General fund, special revenue fund, debt service fund, and your total. And here it is. Not looking good at all, in my opinion. Of course, I'm not a CPA. I don't do finances except for well, no, I don't even do my own because I have somebody else to do that. Doesn't look good, does it? Doesn't look good at all. Okay. So, those are the fund balances for the end of the year. This is atrocious for the general fund. No. This says at the beginning of the year, 6 million. That is strikingly horrible, I would think. Okay. General fund assets. Got to make it a tinge smaller, but okay. Assets are here. First column, current year actual. Second column, prior year actual. Okay. Liabilities will be here. It's almost doubled from the prior year, hasn't it? So, general fund. Okay. Current and prior years. The inflow's about the same, 200,000 shy. And here's the total liabilities, deferred inflow of resources, and fund balances. Okay. Now we're going to go to another page.
New business, approval of resolution number 22 authorizing an agreement with the state of Illinois in the village of Dalton appropriating funds for 144th Street Improvement Project. So just to give you a little history about this is we are improving 144th Street. Ron Smith got money for us as always. Thank you, Ron. And basically it's on the agenda so we can move forward with the next stages of the process. Can I have a motion?
A motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motion to second. Any discussion? All right, call the roll.
Trustee Brown? Aye. Trustee House?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood? Aye. Trustee Steve?
Aye.
Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher? Aye. Motion passed.
Next on the agenda is approval of the 2022 CDBG Village of Dawson Capital Improvements Reciprocate Agreement. Project will be number 2206-008. Again, another project. Ron is going after funds for us and Village of Dawson to do more improvements such as sidewalks, alleys, and resurfacing of streets. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
The motion is second. Any discussion? Call the roll.
Trustee Brown? Aye. Trustee House,
Aye.
trustee Norwood, trustee Steve,
Aye.
trustee Holmes,
Aye.
trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Next on the agenda is approval of ordinance number 22 authorizing and approving the revision of the original Mavis. That's mutual aid box alarm system agreement from 1970. As mentioned before, Fire Chief Kane, he mentioned that it's basically just an agreement between everybody that needs help when they call out for services. Is there a motion?
A motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All right, call the roll.
Trustee Brown. Aye. Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Norwood.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Trustee Belcher.
Aye.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is the approval of resolution number 22 authorizing and approving the collective bargaining agreement between the Illinois Police Labor Council covering police, lieutenants, and sergeants in the village of Dalton. As you guys know, you guys have been in negotiations for several years, and I am proud to announce that under my administration, you guys now will have a signed contract or a signed agreement to give you your money that's owed to you, meaning all of my police, like I just stated. So, is there a motion?
I make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motion and second. Any discussion?
Yes, I have a couple of questions, ma'am.
Okay.
Do you know roughly, estimated payout for this?
60 days.
Okay, and then, do you know when the other the police clerks and public works will be completed?
We can talk about that. It has nothing to do with the agenda items.
Okay, and then my other question is, I see this contract has already been negotiated on. I just have, a quick question to the chief in reference to section 19-4 extra.
Which chief, police chief?
Yes, the police.
Okay, so chief, what's your question?
Section 19.4 extra duty employment and section 19.3 regular off-duty employment. Does this have, I know this is for the sergeants and lieutenants, so the extra details that these officers are on, are they, do you have written documentation for it?
Could you explain written documentation for?
So I guess I'm asking just for clarity, instance like Sergeant Lacy, or Lieutenant Lacy, I guess this is, working at other locations like township and other places.
I'm sorry, I was muted. Oh, I gotta add myself to the stage, that's why. Sorry about that. So she's gonna question Sergeant Lacey's overtime here. And at this point, Chief Collins is still there. Chief Collins, I believe, left, I believe the date is October of 2023. So I think that's key in the Lightfoot report for Deputy Chief Lacey's overtime. Was he Deputy Chief at the time? Because here in 2022, he was a sergeant. Okay, so Chief Collins is going to explain this.
Have written documentation work, because right here it said extra duty employment is performed within the corporate limits of Village of Alton. So I just want some clarity in reference to that.
There's a section in there that covers outside employment. So officers have the ability to work secondary employment. as long as they fill out an application with the police department and put that on file in personnel files. However, in the specific instance that you mentioned, if a person is working somewhere else, they would have to receive some type of pay, and I'm not sure if that person received any pay for whatever they did.
Okay, all right, thank you so much. That's it.
All right, call roll.
Trustee Brown? Aye. Trustee House?
Aye.
Trustee Norwood?
Aye.
Trustee Steve? Aye. Trustee Holmes?
Aye.
Trustee Belcher?
Aye.
Okay. This is Lori Lightfoot's report for Acting Chief Lacey's overtime. And you see 2022, 2023, 2024. Okay. Random, welcome, my friend. Hello. Oh, I'm sure you're caught up on all the news, right? I love your show. You know, a lot of times I will turn on a playlist for random news and fall to sleep to it. Because you have got to go to random news. Excellent. Let me try to find his let me try. That's Trina Downs there. Let me get you up here, random. Get your page on there. Put a link. Subscribe to Random News. There you are, buddy. Yes. Oh, yes, Scott. He's awesome. Okay, so Lori Lightfoot's report on Acting Chief Lacey. 2022, Lacey was a sergeant. Okay. So let's display. Okay. Here we have in August, Chief Collins in 2023 is still there. Here you see in October 2023, there behind the lawyer is Deputy Chief Lacey. When did he become Deputy Chief? That's a question. Interesting. But did you hear all the blah, 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 blah at the beginning where they were just, you know, running off all these ordinances and everything like that? Did anybody understand what the hell they were talking about? No. But what do we have for December 2022? See if I got the right one. Yep, I do. Voila. Why are meeting minutes intertwined with AP warrant lists? That is my question. This is December 2022. AP warrant list. And here we find meeting minutes. I find this quite odd. These are going to be meeting minutes for December 5th, 2022. The agenda. Anybody wants this, they can just email me. But I find it quite odd. Why? And here's your resolutions. I'll leave that up for a second. Why would the meeting minutes be intertwined with the warrant lists? They should be separate. This is the board's packet. That's why. And this is what residents should get at every board meeting. This packet. Yeah, I'm going to scroll down, Cynthia. I'm going to scroll down. It is an agenda, but I hope they're minutes. I hope I got the right one. Okay. More resolutions. Approval for roof and window program. Approval of minutes. Yes, I was right. November 7th. So what we're looking at here is what the board gets in their packet. My opinion is every resident should receive this packet so they know what the hell's going on. Can everybody see that okay? Do I need to make it bigger? Let me try to make it bigger. There we go. So these are the meeting minutes for November 7th that Clerk Key asked to have approved. I'll pause. Okay. Update on FOIA requests. As of today, we have a total of 195 open FOIA requests. The longest request has been open for 235 days. They're supposed to be logged in. Government QA FOIA portal. So they have a tracking system for these FOIAs. And then we have the engineer's report. And the engineer's report, I've said it before, they go after grants and tell you what's up and coming, what projects they're going to do. And down here, we applied and we're about to be in receipt of $500,000 to repave 144th Street to Martin Luther King Drive. Okay, those engineer reports are very, very valuable. Okay. Committee reports. This is why the meeting minute, hey, real Magnolia. This is why the minutes are so important. Because if you listen to the craziness that goes on in these board meetings, you can't understand what the hell they're talking about. And by the time you get out of there, it's just utter chaos. Nobody knows what happened, what went on, what was passed, what wasn't passed. Michael, 149,000. We're still worried about that $500,000 check. We're going to get to that check, Michael. Was it a $500,000 check in cash? Or was it the $500,000 check to the asphalt company? That's my question. And if you're worried about a $500,000 check, you should be interested in the engineer's report as well. Because the $500,000 check is a part of the story. But if you don't look into the whole story, yes, the asphalt company. Correct. Was the check cashed by the bank, Michael? Was it cashed by the bank with one signature? Ask me that. Answer me that as we continue on. You are not going to distract us with the googly glob. So then we have committee reports. Finance. Okay. The meeting was recorded and posted on Dalton Trustees' YouTube page and Facebook page. Why? Why wasn't the finance meeting? Oh, the check wasn't cashed by the bank, Michael? Are you sure? Crystal clear. Okay. Why are finance meetings not put up on the official Village of Dalton website? Why not? Why is it on the Dalton Trustees YouTube page, which makes money? And why is it on a Facebook page? Why are financial meetings, see it right there, black and white? There it is. We had our finance committee meeting November 1st, 2022. That meeting was recorded and posted on Dalton Trustees' YouTube and Facebook page. I would encourage anyone who hasn't been able to attend and is interested in the financial status of the village to watch the recording. Why isn't it on the official website? Because they're not being fully transparent. Thank you so much, Scott. And we're not going to be distracted anymore, Michael. Make your case. Move along. Very interesting. This is why meeting minutes are very important. These meetings that are recorded, and also tea with the trustees, in which does employ security that the residents pay for. I've seen it on the warrant list. I've seen the video of the security. Does the residents pay for tea with the trustee? Okay. And this is why these meeting minutes are so important. Department reports, corporate bills. We're going to hit the corporate bills video. Okay. Motion by Trustee House to approve bills, removing the following items. So, get your yays and nays in there. And then there is a list of everything they are taking off the warrant lists. And what is that on the bottom? All manual checks. Why would that be on there? Why? Why would you remove all manual checks? It's right there in black and white. We're going to hear about Johnny Jefferson. But these are all the things that they took off the warrant list. November 7th. These are the meetings. And this is why it's so very important. Everybody says, oh, don't worry about the meeting minutes. They don't mean anything. Yes, they do. They are crucial. And they're still not up on the website. Like they were presented to be. Today's Friday. They're still not there. Okay. See? Trustee Belcher, for clarification, you still stated that Delgado hasn't been paid since February, when August 31st, 2022, check number, she has the number, they were paid $27,842. So they have been paid since February. The attorney, Henyard, says the attorney just said that was for the February bill. Belcher, it says July 2022 for legal services. Henyard, trustee, that was for the February bill. I'm putting it into record. Okay. Trustee Holmes wanted to amend the motion. No second. This is why it is so very important. All of this is important. It's in black and white. You cannot dispute it. When you have it in black and white and you have people saying it out of their own mouths, you cannot dispute it. Well, Francois, tea with the trustees I have a problem with. They're giving out important information to the residents. However, they will not film it for residents who cannot make it, who are handicapped, housebound, people with ventilators, all that good stuff. They can't make it to those meetings and they don't know what's going on there. Yet, is there a quorum in those meetings? Is there 4 trustees in that meeting? That would be a quorum. However, it's explained to me it's a community gathering. But they are discussing village business. Okay. Let that one sink in. You take that oath of office, every elected official. Rent a Christmas. That was for like $50,000. $50,000 to rent a Christmas. It's a village of 20,000 people. Use one of those trees you hack down for thousands of dollars. Put a bow on it, a couple of bells, right? My opinion. If you can't afford it, don't spend it. Henyard. Mayor Henyard. So, here we have resolutions that are approved and not approved. I'll let that stand for a minute. Yes, Dwayne, they do need to read the Open Meetings Act. They know they're wrong. They do know they're wrong. But that's transparency, right? Now, we've all heard Trustee Tammy Brown. Make sure you come out to tea with the trustees. We've got important information to give you. Residents. What if they can't get there? What if they're on a ventilator? What if they don't have a ride to the Dalton Park? They should be filmed. You don't have to film who's in the room, who's asking questions. Film the information you want to give out. But if you don't do that, then you're hiding. You're hiding something. That is not proper. And you are not honoring your oath of office. That's just plain and simple. Oh, yeah, she's been a realtor. Look up Rucker, too, while you're at it. Yes, Trustee Belcher, I know all about that. And whenever that name pops up for a business, check it out. Just saying. Not saying anything's going nefarious about it, but just saying. Okay, so this is everything that gets rattled off in board meetings that nobody pays attention to. You know, you got a Class 8 discussion on item C for Dunkin' Donuts. Why does Dunkin' Donuts need a Class 8? Which means they're getting a tax break. Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, Francois has a wrench. He will exact revenge. Why does Dunkin' Donuts need a Class 8? Which is a major cut. And for how many years? 12 years? And who picks up the bill for that? The residents pick up the bills for Class 8s. So, residents, when you go to Dunkin' Donuts, get a free coffee because you're paying a lot of their taxes, probably over $100,000 worth, in my estimation. That's just an estimate. Probably more. Yes, they do, Dwayne. They do. Off the backs of the residents. The residents have to pool up and make up for that tax break. So when you go to Dunkin' Donuts, say, hey, I just paid your taxes. Give you a free coffee and donut. Do they sell donuts anymore? Have you ever noticed Dunkin' Donuts? You go there, and when I was a kid, Dunkin' Donuts had every kind of donut you would ever want to see. And now look at it. It's probably a couple of trays of donuts, and that's it. They shouldn't call it Dunkin' Donuts anymore, in my opinion. But yes, you wouldn't believe the Class 8s that the Village of Dalton hands out. One was to a huge gas station. Why? You know how much gas costs? So next time you go to the gas station, hey, I just paid for your taxes. I need a free fill up, please. Oh. Mayor's report. Thank goodness all we have to do is read it. Well, we just see it. Executive session. Looky here. If people say don't worry about meeting minutes. Yeah, worry about the meeting minutes in the ordinances. High Society, you are on the warrant list for website design. Like many chains, it's been bought and sold to VC firms that have improved, yes, improved the experience of substituting cheaper ingredients while charging more for, inferior product. Yeah. Dunkin' Donuts is crap. I love their coffee though. But executive sessions. What was discussed in executive session? There you have it. Litigation. Of course there's litigation. Stricken from the record by Mayor Henyard. Why was that stricken from the record by Mayor Henyard? I don't care if it's the mayor. I don't care if it's the trustees. You took an oath of office. Do you remember taking that oath? Do you remember the words that you spoke when you took the oath? Because you sure as hell don't act like it. Corporate bills. Now, electronic warrant list. They're always a couple of months behind. I have no idea why. I haven't asked yet. If you have any questions for Jason House, let me know. I will email him those questions. And then you have the AP warrant list for December 5th. Okay. This is the board's packet that they get at every board meeting. This is it. So, where did we leave off?
Things that has happened over the summer, people still waiting to get paid from events. And you can say my friend, you can say whatever you want, but people did the work, paid them their money. And then you speak of your MS role. You said, well, it wasn't you, it was Mary Avon. She got up here, said at the podium that you guys ain't used any of the village funds to do any events, but yet y'all put invoices in to pay all your people from the trustees and everything else y'all do. So if y'all not using village funds, then what are you using? So all I'm saying to you is put the facts out the right way. Stop lying, stop sugarcoating stuff, stop just throwing things out because you need people to believe you guys. So that's what I'm at with it. You guys gonna vote the way you want. People out here, y'all wanted to say anything about your bill that's in here, I advise you to do so. Trustee, you have the floor.
Okay, first let me say this. On any given day, I'm not gonna be unethical, nor am I gonna be illegal. So whoever wants the seat, run for the seat. I took an oath to make sure that I do what is in the best interest of the village. So let me go.
And do you respect that oath? Trustee Kiana Belcher. Just a question, not an accusation. It's a question.
Speak of the things why I feel and supporting why we're not paying these bills. We have a contract. It's not even signed by anybody from the village of Dalton. It says this agreement is made between Johnny Jefferson and the village of Dalton Fire Department, September 16, 2022. I contacted the fire chief. I said, do we have a budget for Station 2? Do you have a copy of the invoices? The invoice is from Apostolic Independent Contractor. It states on here, the village of Dalton Fire Department engages with Johnny Jefferson to provide and perform certain services described and defined at 14022 Park. Then it goes on to say removal of baseboards, mud, tape, build room, install laminate, materials not included. The total amount is $19,500. The village of Dalton shall pay Johnny Jefferson $19,500, of which $6,500 shall be paid at the beginning of the project and paid in the middle of the project completion. After inspection, remaining balance $6,500 will be due upon completion of the job. If somebody does work, that's fine. My concern is when she keeps saying, go in my viewpoint, go in my viewpoint. At the bottom of this, it says, make all checks payable to Johnny Jefferson, and then.
This is the little distraction. Tiffany always got half of the money. Why you think she kept paying people twice? Show me the proof, I will put it up. Belcher always comes with the receipts, so what are you talking about? I am talking about the oath of office. Do you know what that oath is? Mario. Thank you, Scott. Keep him busy. Because we're getting in to Kiana Belcher pinning down. You jump in and you don't even know what's going on. Pinning down Mayor Henyard, paying a business, and then putting it on Johnny Jefferson. Pay attention.
There's a check for $1,833 for Apostolic Independent Contractor, $5,133.34 for Apostolic Independent Contractor, Johnny Jefferson, $2,600, Johnny Jefferson, $6,500, Johnny Jefferson, $1,833, Johnny Jefferson, $13,000. If this contract says that it's between Johnny Jefferson on an invoice that says Apostolic Independent Contractor, who are we paying? Johnny Jefferson or Apostolic? Those are the kind of questions we have. And of course, I do have the receipts. Then December 8th.
That's right. She has the receipts right there. And I'm glad, Mario, you have been listening to everyone. But that is what I'm talking about. I said oath of office. She does provide receipts. And right now she's nailing down Mayor Henyard. Yes, Scott. Yeah, I'll email him to him. Most definitely. Do you just want to send me the email with the questions, or you just want me to take them from the chat? And yes, Dwayne, you're right. Any discussion of public business in a social setting by a governing body and their officials is a violation of the Open Meeting Act. Okay, Scott. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me. I can take them from the chat. That's okay. Okay. Thank you, Mario. Because Belcher is going to pin Henyard down with receipts. Who's Johnny Jefferson? A friend? That's a question, not an accusation.
2021, we had a board meeting. In the board meeting, it says usage of $1.5 million grant received by ARPA American Rescue Act plan for COVID-19 relief. Mayor Henyard read this plan for funds up to $5,000 each for small businesses, $500,000 for Dalton residents, broken up $250,000 for home improvement, roof and windows, up to $2,000 must meet criteria, $250,000 for delinquent water bills, up to $1,500. I asked Juanita over a couple of months ago, do you know anything about the $1,500 towards the delinquent water bill? She don't know. So where's that money? Nobody gives answers. I sent emails. So when we pull up this, and we're giving small businesses $250,000 at $5,000 a piece, there's a list that's in my viewpoint that says ARPA grant money. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 businesses. I've contacted more than half only 3 that we can verify been paid the $5,000. But it's in my viewpoint like the money already been paid. I contacted Janice. Janice said the checks was still in her desk. I have all the emails from September when I started asking for the money, because I don't want nobody to say I'm just sitting up here don't want to pay nobody. Anybody that does a service, I want to pay, but stuff got to be done the right way. I started this September 8th asking about it. Tanjanique said, contact the mayor. The mayor is on the email. Please speak with the mayor directly regarding her intentions to disperse the business checks. To this day, I've sent several messages, still have not gotten a response because don't nobody want to talk about it. I got the copies all up here, so if anybody want to see, I have no reason to lie and not pay anybody. Then she just sat here and said, MD Solutions is the testing of the water. Everything on here say repair of concrete. Repair of concrete. It don't say nothing about no water. So nobody is just sitting up here not wanting to pay nobody. And the first thing she said, y'all got the information, call me. I even called her and Keith answered the phone and said she wasn't available. So stop doing that. Then you sit here and give us something 15 minutes, not even 15 minutes before the board start about a levy increase, and then it says to pay the sergeants and lieutenants. And Tangenique said that the budget we approved had the money already in there for increase. You say we got grants, but nobody can provide any documentation of when that money has been put in the bank.
Yeah.
So when y'all have all these people up here, I understand small businesses, I understand people gotta be prepared, but if y'all sit here and continue to make promises and do business with her, knowing that she don't have an approval to do it, that's y'all fault. We've been through this too many times. Everybody's gonna be paid. People that have businesses, you should be paid. She sat there and said, Farley, I see you right there. Prior to you coming, she said it was a free event. Do you know how many invoices we got for a free event?
Yeah. We did. I heard a free event.
So
Well, that event was free to the people, but was it free to the people? was it really free to the people because the people pay the taxes that pay the bills? So there's the conundrum. The $500,000 driveway. I haven't seen a receipt for that. And hello, Mama Hill, it is so good to see you. And I do want to play that little display at Tea with the Trustees. I hope I can do that today. So, Mario, it's a serious question. We are adults here. We have adult conversations. Okay. I'm sorry I was sideways with you. We had a little deal going on last night that just... is there proof of a driveway for... Now, is that Tiffany's mom's house or is that Tiffany's house? Is there any proof of $500,000 being paid for that driveway? Did you see that driveway? It's half the size of mine, at least. Bankers and realtors. Yeah, they're a plague. Yes. Driveways, well, they're expensive. We'll say they're expensive. Appears to me the driveway was a kickback on a big contract. Interesting, Dwayne. Tricam, welcome. Welcome to the chat. Yes. Trustee Belcher. Now, I was listening to Trina Downs talking about Trustee Kiana Belcher having an impeccable background in finance and real estate. And I believe Trina Downs. Okay. I've looked into Kiana's past, of course. I'm not going to say it on here. But does Kiana Belcher know what she's talking about? I believe she does in this case. Yeah, Lisa, you get what you pay for. Francois. I love saying that. Francois. She is not going to do the driveway where she rents. Yeah, and that's the thing, is that there seems to be a controversy over, is that Tiffany's mother's house or is that Tiffany's house? I didn't look it up, to be honest with you, because I don't want to get into that mess over there. We're having adult conversations here, adult discussions. We ask questions. We try to figure out the answers. I like to play videos with things coming out of people's own mouths. It is her mother's house. Well, that, okay. Lisa says it is her mother's house. So there we have it. Why doesn't the mayor own a house in a village? Wouldn't that be crucial? And somebody asked me, and I'm so sorry I can't remember your name. Why does this village not have a charter? Does the village of Dalton have a charter? We all have different point of views. Thank you very much, Mario, and I hope I am saying your name right. It's so nice to have adult discussions, isn't it? And different views, and we can, I apologize for earlier. We went through a mess last night. It was supposed to be a debate that wasn't a debate, and it just got, I don't even know what it was. It went on for 2.5 hours. So we put that to bed. Yes, isn't it nice to, you could say your opinion here and not be bashed for it or called out. I did call out a couple of people in videos. I've taken them down and apologized for them. I've put down my sword and will just come with facts instead of, messy stuff.
It's not that we don't want to pay you, it's she lying.
Are y'all ready?
But this is what I'm saying. It was something that she stated was a free event.
And then we see
Then we see the invoices.
Free to the public.
But then we see the invoices. That's not how she portrayed it, sir.
Okay, all right.
So, don't stop me now. Don't stop me now.
Don't stop me now. You got it all loud. I didn't interrupt you.
Come on. Okay, so let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
So let me finish. So then you got these people send us emails with a company that she entered into with no contract. Yes, we approved for roofs and windows to be paid. But for them to send these senior citizens and veterans an intent to lien their property because she won't give us the documentation that we asked for, it's on her. It's not on us. What you hiding for? Give us the information. You give us the information, we can pay to have what's done. It said $250,000. Right now, based on the information that we can just pull up, because we don't even know everybody, we already at $325,000 for windows and roofs. And she said it was 400 people that applied.
Damn. Look at that face. You think Kiana's a little upset? Wyoming. It's so good to see you. Did you see Francoise Wrench? Is Karen here, Michael? I didn't see Karen in here. Please also ask Jason about the status of permitting of free. Yes, I will. Yeah, isn't that great, Wyoming? Well, thank you, Mario. Yes, please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. Yeah, look. Now, do you think Kiana's telling the truth here? It's a snow day in Memphis. I heard about the storm. I hope you're safe and everybody around you. Look at that face. that woman's not playing today. I'm sorry. You can like some things about people and not like some things about people. But, yes, I will, Scott. Most definitely. So this channel is for educational purposes because there is this rift in Dalton. If you don't go one way, you are a Tiffany goon. If you go the other way, you are, I don't know what it would be. We put up facts here. We don't play games. Yeah, she's dead serious. Like a relationship where oh my gosh. Has anybody had that look to their partner? What the hell happened to that bank account? I went to cash a check and it bounced. Okay.
So when she started talking about smokes and springs and these 5 trustees won't pay people and people want to take my seat, this more than a part-time job. I live here. You sit here telling me that you want to raise my taxes because if you want to party, you want to rap and make videos, and I feel sorry for these police officers and everybody up here dancing around acting a damn fool. So
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. Oh, God. Oh.
do me like that. I am a citizen. I pay taxes here. We are sitting here making sure that we have what's right for the village. They sent us something yesterday, Friday, no contract. They sent us a resolution. Some people around here campaigning ain't even look to see how much we paying somebody else. We about to have to spend almost $400,000 for contracts that ain't been done when she was sitting on the board as a trustee. So while everybody's smoking and doing all of that, we're not doing this because it's a show. We're doing this because we want to make sure we don't look like all these other places that's going down.
All right, trustee. Okay, so I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna move on.
Okay. Of course, Henyard had something to say, but I'm not going to play it. Tiffany, good to see you. When you're trying to do the right thing and people are trying to discredit you, it's not easy trying to get the truth out. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. And why doesn't the mayor have a house? I feel Wyoming, I feel she is. Oh, I can do this. Wait, come back. I can show it. I forgot. I feel she is. She's passionate and fed up, or a good actress. Oh, Dwayne. You got 7 grandkids in the house. Oh, no. What are you going to do? Oh, let's all pray for Dwayne. He's going to need it. 7 grandkids in the house. Okay, so we're going to go back to the board packet. Hide. I would too. Dear Lord. Whoop. Wait a minute. Push the wrong button. Okay. There we go. So, after all of that screaming, shouting, could anybody keep up with it? This was a 4-hour board meeting. I am not playing that entire board meeting. I played a few clips of it, but I cannot do this. So we're going to go to the warrant lists that were discussed at this board meeting. And here they are. Corporate payments, $422,961.64. And yes, my mic is on. Okay. Alrighty. Can y'all see that? Oh, that's too big, isn't it? All right. 1-800-Flowers. Aaron's Auto Glass. Aflac. Amazon. Now, we've discussed before on this channel the January 2023 electronic warrant list for Amazon that was in the Lightfoot report. On one day, $33,000 was charged. However, I have not seen that. Okay. And as you can see on the warrant list, you have Amazon itemized bills and the dates. And it looks like everything is office supplies, Halloween decorations. Everything on the resident's dime. 5,563 cents. American Express, a late fee. How does a village get a late fee for American Express? How does that happen? I don't know. And excuse if you hear voices in the background because company just came. Beggar's Pizza, $596.19. Beggar's Pizza. So, and excuse the background noise. Half of that stuff doesn't need to be on there. You're absolutely correct. Incompetence. Yes. I totally agree. Really? Well, color me surprised. You see what happens in these little discussions? Moustos. You'll be happy that the cat is sleeping today. So, and excuse the background noise. There we go. Potato Gaming is here. So, you know, I heard a rumor about that, Scott. But, yeah. Bellagio, another pizza. You know, there was a video put out about the mob owning a lot of the pizza restaurants. Yes, Mouse Toes, you are safe. The cat is sleeping. This is all Dalton. This is all Dalton right here. Yep. And you're going to see a lot of food receipts. Oh, is it really? Thank you so much, Scott. Scott is my detective. Alrighty. How do you have a late fee for American Express? Oh, we just mentioned Bellagio's. Wait, does that say $3,340.18? May 21st, and two charges. Oh my God! Wait a minute. May 21st was $10,034.02. $10,000. Thank you, Scott. You see it here in black and white. You can't deny black and white. And then apparently there were discounts for the same exact amount. Let's let that sink in. Best Buy. I think this was on the Lightfoot report. $655. Doesn't say what it was for though. Best Buy is usually computers and stuff, right? Calumet City Bakery. Well, Calumet Bakery. Buy your own damn Danish. $22. City of Chicago. $309,000. Whew. You know? Comfort Suites. And you have the dates here. These don't lie. People lie. Figures do not. It looks like 3 suites, rooms were purchased. And I'm going to take myself off of mute because I got to put myself on mute because I got to put my nose up. So sorry. Okay. Sorry about that. Dwayne moved further away. I don't know that. Unless you mean the hotel rooms for her sigh security. Oh, CBS was Andrew Holmes. How do you know? How do you know that? May 11th, 2022. Displays to go. I'm sorry. I want to say something, but I won't. Okay. Dollar Tree. Senior Technology. $8.21. What kind of technology is that? Pen and paper? I don't know. Optometric Center. Safety glasses. Okay. Probably Public Works or firefighters. Dropbox. Donkey Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. We call them Donkey Donuts. $402.81. Critical Smoker, my friend. Welcome to. Good to see you. Oh, really? Guess what? Francois has a wrench. Yeah, Lisa. There's a lot of things wrong on all sides of this, you know. The trustees that have been there since before Tiffany need to do better about transparency. I give Brittany and Belcher benefit of the doubt because they only worked with one mayor, Tiffany. That's true. Jason House has been in office since 2017. A lot of things went on during that time. A lot of things. And Potato, you were just taking, the words out of my mouth. Party. We're going to have a party video coming up sometime soon. It'll be fun. Yeah. Francois armed and dangerous now. We have given Francois the power to fight back. And only everybody that was here last night would understand what we're talking about. Yes, mouse toes. I believe they're all part of the issue. Because when people cannot express their opinion without being attacked, that is a problem. And all sides of the front. I can't go in a chat and tell Martin Johnson, it's a wonderful show. I really enjoy your commenting. And get vicious hurls against me. What is this? It will be, if you want to play in the mud, you're going to get dirty. Yeah. Swiping that card. No, Potato, it wasn't. That was, a lot of people really enjoyed that. One lady was driving someplace and she really enjoyed listening to the conversation. No, none of them have. None of them have said about all the bonds that they owe and the millions they still owe Chicago. They have 4 bonds. Plus, they have to pay over $1 million to Chicago for water on top of what they already pay. Nobody talks about that. Certainly wasn't in the Lightfoot report. They skimmed right over that. Did you notice that? Everyone that was here last night clicked. Should check. Yes. Check. And I'm going to put something in for, thank you very much about that, Wyoming. Get that virus protection, Aura. I'm not getting paid to promote them. But if you don't want the top end security, get Aura. It's very reasonable. I think it's like $20 a month, but it is very, very good. Get it. I encourage everybody, get Aura, friends. So, Francois. Yeah. Yeah. And I do apologize for that, my friend. Yeah. I hope he's not. I hope not. No. Get Aura. Do we think Tiffany's going to show up on the 21st? Is she going to show up on the 29th? After all this, I just went to her Facebook page and she deleted you. What'd you do to her? Yes. Thank you, Potato. Me. Well, you can definitely kick them off, Francois. Delete them. Definitely. All right, so Donkey Donuts. electronic payment exchange. Fairway Finer Foods. Why? $22. You can't afford $22? Federal Express. Fifth Third Bank. Service charge. Fifth Third Credit Card Services. Oh, this is a hotel rebate. Okay. First responders. Food for less. Why not? Why not? Yes. There you go, Francois. Click those 3 dots. Get them out of there. They're up to no good. No good at all. Good. And get Aura. I asked Tiffany when she was doing a live about all receipts. She has when she was going to release them over been waiting, and she blocked you. Yeah. I'll show you. I'll tell you. We've all heard it. Okay. I mean, if you have the receipts, show the receipts. We're looking at the receipts, right? We're not looking at the actual invoices, but we're looking at receipts. Just laughed and said the people the truth. Yeah, tell the people the truth. And that goes for all elected officials. Absolutely never click a link in a chat. Yes. Even a misspelling could take you where you don't want to go. That's true. We have to be very careful with that, Dwayne. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. Food for less. Get response. Hammond fence. Basketball court. Wasn't that supposed to be a grant? Allegedly supposed to be a grant. Basketball court. I got that basketball court done for you. Well, yeah. Okay, we'll take that off. Okay. Ice cream. And Hog Wild. I've heard that Hog Wild is really good. I might have to take a flight just to try Hog Wild. Seriously. Because that must be some good eating. iHeartMedia broadcast. What broadcast? In September 19th of 2022. That's why these are so important. What is the broadcast? And what's wrong with your own media center? Municipal Retirement Fund, Illinois Fire and Police, Illinois Municipal League, Jewel Osco, jobber. Description is a jobber. Johnstone Supply, just kebabs. Yeah. Now, Dr. Cloud said in that board of trustees meeting, they were eating good. Oh, they most certainly were. Off the backs of the taxpayers. Latham Time. LexisNexis Risk Data Management. Liberty National. Los Burritos. $214 for burritos. They were eating good. Merchant Service. Microsoft Azure. Myline Supply Company. Moy's Chinese. And Mr. Submarine. Why not? Why not? NATW organization. Do not know what that is. Network Solutions. Nikki's Gyros. I have heard that. Yes. Sadly, some people don't pay attention to it. But now let me ask you this, and this is a serious question. What about the staff that had all these dinners that ate very good? Are they at fault as well? I think that's a good question. Should the staff be responsible too? I'm sure any other job that they didn't eat that good, right? Just a question. Nissan, Office Max, Otter. Park and fly. Somebody parked their car to fly someplace. Payment Service Network. PD Lounging. Oh, PD Lounging. Sorry. Las Vegas. We have a Las Vegas. Positive Promotions. What are they promoting? Clearly, it has not worked for the Village of Dalton. Our mulch. Roida Signs and Screen Tech. Sam's Club. Why not? $400. Another Sam's Club for senior technology. That seems a little strange to me for that limited amount. It just sounds strange. Okay. Service Sanitation. Shrimp Express. Southwest Airlines. That is a discount. SP Diesel Sales. SP Plus Corporation. Staples. Starbucks. Why not have some coffee on the taxpayer's dollar? Now, if this was for task force, I could understand, but it doesn't say task force. StreamYard. Tamika Thomas. Mickey's Casual Dinner. And the Submarine. Did they hit every possible restaurant in and around Dalton? I think they did. I think they wanted to try every restaurant that they could find, right? It seems so. They were eating good. $414 for submarines. Let's have a sub. Web restaurant store. Okay. Time Telecom. Dear Lord. Tokyo Steakhouse gift cards for interns. They got gift cards for interns. I remember Tiffany saying they had interns there. So, okay. Uber. TK, so good to see you. Yes, every restaurant. I mean, yeah, Cynthia, except McDonald's, Burger King, and White Castle. That's right. Well, the inmates got that food. Spread the love. I mean, they must have. Let's try out this restaurant today. And okay. You Uber. Was that in Vegas or was that here? And why do you need an Uber? I have no idea why you would. Why do you need it? Why does the taxpayers have to pay for an Uber? United Airlines. $16. Post office. U.S. Bank. Vonage. Walgreens. I wonder what they bought at Walgreens. Walmart. Here's that senior tech class again. $21. I mean, what kind of tech stuff can you get from the Dollar Tree for $8? Another place for a couple other dollars, and now Walgreens for 20. Crayons, pen and paper. Yes, it is the real Francois TK. And look at what he has next to his name. He's armed and ready. Did Lacey at one of the meetings say it was for inmates when Jason was trying to pull food charges? It has been on warrantless inmates. McDonald's and I think Burger King was there as well. Oh, a mouse pad, Cynthia. Ah. Well, okay. Why go to 3 different places, though? Okay. I trust Cynthia and what she says. Cynthia is smart, people. Don't mess with Cynthia. Well, Walt's Food Centers. Why not? Why not? Oh, were you saying that for mouse toes? Mouse pad. Okay. All this food. Wayfair. Wasn't that on the Lightfoot report? July 22nd, 2022. You know, the problem I had with Lightfoot's report was a PowerPoint presentation. I understand it was preliminary, but I like to see for myself. I like to see it printed right out in front of me. Okay, Wix.com. And there's your grand total of $422,961.64. Oh, is it closed now? Oh. Oh, dear, dear, dear. What do you think about all of that? That's just the electronic warrant list, folks. We still have the AP warrant list and the ordinances. You see, we're going over what the trustees get, what the board gets in their packets, what the mayor gets in her packet. It shows the agenda, meeting minutes, warrant list, what was discussed in prior board meetings, even executive session. And then they put the ordinances in black and white. This is what the board gets at every meeting. Why can't they share it with the residents who have been desperately asking for them? They have them. Just print them up. Well, this is my reporting on what is going on with the bills, who's being paid, who's not being paid, meeting minutes, which are important, ordinances that are passed, class 8s, all these things, which is very important. We try to stay away from the chaos on this channel and focus on the residents and what they need to know and why aren't they being provided this information. The way it works in my village, you get the agenda, the warrant lists, any ordinance that is going to be discussed or passed. It is there upon entry of the meeting. And I don't understand why they can't do this in Dalton. Can anybody give me a reason? I have a reason, but can anybody let me know? No? Okay. This is reporting on all elected officials. They all know about all of this. That's how they do it. Yes. So why can't they do it here? It would save a lot of arguing and fighting back and forth, wouldn't it? It would stop residents from getting up and screaming, wouldn't it? If they simply had this information upon entering a board meeting. It's not rocket scientist. Yeah, keep you guessing. Yes. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Yeah. The residents are paying for this, and they have a right to know. And every elected official swore an oath to the residents. Okay, so then we have the AP warrant list. Okay. $4,164,539. This is just 1 month for a village of 20,000 people. 20,000 people. For a village that I hear does not even have a charter. You know, you can go around the rumor mill all you want to. You could say whatever you want to say. But just say the truth to the residents. Don't get them all riled up. I saw a video of Kiana Belcher. We spent $50,000 on the police station sign. That has been debunked. Kiana Belcher, why did you say that? It was a grant. It was a police grant. Why did you say that? Did you say it to feed into the crowd? Because I have that proof. I've showed that proof. So why did you say that? You know, you cannot, especially elected officials, you just can't come out with stuff. Show the facts. Show the facts. I applaud you for showing receipts. But just don't say stuff out of your mouth that you know it was a grant for that Dalton police sign at Melanie Fitnesses. You know it. I have the proof of it. Stop. I know it's election time, but you have got to respect the oath that you took. Sometimes I let my emotions get away from me. Yes, but I'm not an elected official. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, Cynthia Tiffany, bad. Oh, bad. Okay. So we can see here 3C insurance. I think that's insurance, but it's a lease payment. There's a lot of leases that the village pays for that the residents don't know about. They have a lot of lease payments. Able paper and janitorial. Affordable party planner. $10,000. Refreshment. DJ. Food. Community events. So question. Is this in the budget? And if this is in the budget, is it acceptable? We do have the financials that we've been going through, the monthly financials. These are just AP warrant lists and electric warrant lists, electronic. AFS CME personal support, Air One equipment, air gas. Okay. I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. Halloween candy. $26. Okay. What's the problem with this? Yes, Francois. The oath of office. $26 in Halloween candy. If you were doing a Halloween function for the kids, wouldn't it be a lot more than $26? Just a question. American Machine Service. Alkaline battery. Okay, I'm not. Okay. This they have a problem with. Apostolic independent contractor. They don't want to pay this, the trustees. Airmark uniforms. Look at these board ups. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 board ups. I don't understand it. Personally, I don't understand it. Yeah. I'm not sure about whose name it's in. Well, I'm sure, but I don't want to say on here. Okay. I don't want to give names. AT&T. You know how I feel about AT&T. $54,000. AutoZone. Avalon Petroleum. Now, this board packet is 89 pages long. Okay. 89 pages long. So, if the board doesn't get it until the day of the meeting, are they going to be able to go through all of this stuff? It's a question. Hey, JJ. The people of Dalton better start paying attention to House and his people. They are not as innocent as they claim to be. They are some of the nastiest people ever to deal with. I've heard things. I've seen things. Thank you, JJ, for your opinion. One Airbnb is, I heard that, Mouse Toes. Now, did you see Cynthia's comment about the mouse pad? There's Scott with the receipts. Scott is our receipt man. He is spot on. Yep. That was that argument, right? With Kiana Belcher, right? Who's getting the check? So if he's the business owner, should he get the check in his name or the business's name? Yeah. It's okay. She was just funning around. It was fun. But the cat is still asleep. I don't understand. I have to ask Jason House what these $1,000 and $500 payments are. This is to a construction company, right? Why is the village paying for that? Blue Cross, Blue Shield, BMI. Here's a $500 payment. For what? Is it escrow? Bud's Ambulance Service, Cops Testing, Calumet City Plumbing. Here's another $1,000 for a home. Okay. Wyoming, thank you so much. She gifted 5 memberships. You're a godsend. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, but for some reason, I have a runny nose today. Well, allegedly, Mario, we can't say she did it until she's in cuffs, right? The investigation is going on. Yep. But why doesn't she own a house? Okay. What are these $1,000 payments for? I'll ask Jason. Okay. Excavating and grading company. Cleanup for a home. Didn't Kiana Belcher mention this house? $29,000. CCM SI, excuse me, I'm sorry. It was a rough night last night. CDW Government, Central Parts Warehouse. There's another $1,000 for property. Right below it, $500 for property. Chicago Tire, Chicago Tribune, Now, you might think $1,764 is a lot. Okay, that says a treasurer report. You have to have ordinances in place. You have to publicly put that out in a newspaper. Okay, so that's what that is. And you might think it's a lot, but these full-page ads, and even if they're 2 full-page ads, they are extremely expensive. And that's why you see $1,700 for it. Chuck's Compressor, Cintas Corporation, mat services, bathroom supplies. Are they cleaning the mats? Okay. Clark's Garden Center, cleaning specialist. Well, I guess we all can read what that is. Okay. Did that happen at the police station? I don't know. 2021. Comcast. Commonwealth Edison. Concordance Healthcare Solution. Oh, the inmates got some blankets. Okay. Core Consulting. I don't know what they're consulting. I see it on here all the time. What are they consulting? They pay them every month. Corn, Maine. Does anybody want to pay $90,000 for a pavilion? Would anybody want that on their tax bill? Oh. Amazing how all these folks were with Tiffany spending the taxpayer dollars. They should be held accountable. Yes. You know, if you're in on it, are you complicit? Questions, questions, questions. Now they're all Team House, waiting to steal. Well, okay, allegedly. From the taxpayers. Yeah. Oh, they say they're $6 million in debt, and yet they're still throwing out $1 million and over in bills. How are they getting that money? Tax season? I'm from Memphis. Ain't no allegedly. Yeah, I know how Memphis goes, but this is YouTube. But I'll keep that up. But I understand. I get it. Okay, $90,000 for people. The village is broke. They have been broke since 2013. We have proven that over and over on this channel. This village has never been able to get out of debt. Ever. Ever. They get 4 bonds over $1 million each. Then they have to pay the interest on each bond, at least $25,000 per bond. And then they have to pay back the city of Chicago for water because they defaulted on their payments in 2017, which totaled to $11 million. They are still paying that bill. They do not tell you that. None of the elected officials tell you that. They just don't. Demarketing, Decratech. See, there's that $1,000 home again. Daly's Medical, Dearborn National Life, Delgado. This is since 2021. Is this for the recall? Don't know. Legal services, a lot of legal services. $125,191. And Is it any wonder he drives a Bentley? Oh, this was on the other one, wasn't it? Safety glasses. That's odd. Professional Firefighters Association. There's another $500 to somebody. Eagle Uniforms. Engineer Supply. Enterprise. Trust. A lease payment. Oh, I'm sorry. 4 lease payments for $13,932. These were paid. Envision Investment Group, another $1,000. Equipment Management, ESO Solutions, Avani Real Estate, $1,000. Why not? Let's all get $1,000. Excel Printing, $3,000. House Head Fest. Oh, Lord. Oh my God. Have you not been watching? She spends without them knowing. Oh, well, Foxy. I do watch, but this channel is about providing proof, okay? And I know there's a lot of channels that cover all of this, and that's why this channel doesn't. This channel shows residents in black and white and on video what is coming out of the elected officials' mouths. So, yes, I have been watching. Of course I've been watching. But maybe you're just coming in and you missed all the restaurants where they were trying out every restaurant in the area. Maybe you're coming in late, but we addressed that. But this is for the residents who have to pay these bills. Other channels cover all of that. This channel provides the documents, which are sorely missing from all elected officials. Any one of those elected officials could provide this information. That's my point. Oh, yeah. Allegedly needs to be said, yes, to protect the channel. They all spend. Yes, tea with the trustees. You know, I do have a video of security. I will show that video. Not today. Today's going a little long. What I'm showing here is the board packet. This is what the trustees get at every board meeting. And it's very important. It has very important details. So people can't say, well, you're lying. No, you're lying. You know, here we could show proof. What's hidden behind this is something totally, out of our control. We can already show the documents. But thank you. Lease payment. Fathers and Blessings. Do you remember Fathers and Blessings? Anybody? Remember Fathers and Blessings? Talking to Trustee Stubbs? Wyoming, you must remember that one. Right? That's Fathers and Blessings. Okay. Federal Express. Now, it's my understanding, Fire Eddie Campbell was defending the village on the Alexis Wilson case. I'm quite sure I heard it in a board meeting. But the trustees won't pay it for some reason. So I have to look back on the tapes to make sure I heard it right. Okay, so 2022. First insurance payment 2 of 10. What are they paying $91,000 for one payment? One payment. Is it for a fire truck? Why would the village have an invoice for Fathers and Blessings? Well, Fathers and Blessings, they do yard work, cutting grass and such. They do other things too for the community. But Wyoming remembers Fathers and Blessings getting up there and exposing Trustee Stubbs. That was interesting. And I was surprised at seeing his name on there. Okay. Payment 2 of 10. So that's going to be what? $1 million? First Insurance Funding Corporation? Is that a bond? Curious. 5-star. They always have an issue with 5-star, and I don't blame them because they have invoices back from 2017. And why would a company continue to work when they are owed $741,685? Now, yes, thank you, Cynthia. Oops, put that up there. Would you keep working for the village? That is suspect. I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong, but I'm just not. I understand what you're saying, but guilty is guilty. All of these guidelines, and we see that people are guilty. If it's not true, then let it be. Yes. You've never heard of 5-star, TK? Oh my gosh, 5-star. They've been going through 5-star since 2018, at least. Eventually this is 2022 December. They eventually pay them. But it's a very hot topic. Is the priest you talk is the guy that Jason does not? Yeah. William Moore, pray for me more. Don't pray for me no more. Still waiting on justice for some. Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Why does this have to go on? Why does this have to go on? Our prayers are with you, Mario. I'm very sorry. I understand your anger now. We can understand that anger now. Yeah. Oh, dear Lord. Our prayers to you. Okay. Foster's Kennel. I wanted to pinpoint this one because you could see deceased pit bull pickup. Now, we all remember Trina Downs, dead dogs, right? Not being picked up. Where the hell is animal control? Do you, TK? $679 to pick up a deceased pit bull. Is there something wrong with that? What? There is something seriously wrong with that. Is this figure like overblown by 200%? I think it is. I think it's been there, what, 2 weeks or 2 days? Something, I don't. But apparently they can't afford to get anybody to pick up dead dogs because it costs $600. Yes, Mario, for a dead dog. This is what residents need to know, is what is going on with their money. Grandma, welcome. You can get a receipt. However, is it a true receipt? I think kickbacks and money laundering are going on. Tiff is too forceful and angry when she can't get the bills paid. It is strange, isn't it? It's very strange. Very strange. To have that kind of anger. But what do you think about $600 to pick up a dead dog? Yeah. You know, a deer got hit and we had to take our tractor because it was kind of almost on our property. So we had to take the tractor, drag it down back, and the noise that night was horrific. Nobody could sleep because the wolves were out in droves. And when I walked back there the next morning, there was nothing left. I'm sorry, is that too morbid? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said that. maybe I shouldn't have explained that. No, he's not a priest. Don't pray for me no more. Funny thing is, the Humane Society. What about the Humane and what about animal control? I know there's an issue with animal control now, but was it back then? You can't pick up a dead dog. You take a garbage bag. I don't mean to seem morbid, but you take the garbage bag, pick up the dog, and off you go to the landfill. Maybe they don't have a landfill. Enrique, welcome. Tiffany's goons were mistreating. What? Is that true? Was there a report done on that? Yeah, I'm being serious. There's a lot of accusations. There's a lot of statements flying back and forth. I didn't see that. I know that they weren't licensed. They didn't pass the test or something. But I didn't hear about that. So I'm interested in that. Disclaimer first. Yes, thank you, Cynthia. I kind of, tell a story and then I forget where I am. Here it's normal. For other people, it might not be. Oh, okay. What's your email? I need to see a picture of someone that looked like they were, what? I need to see you Oh, send me a picture of someone that looked like they were from the movie Saw. Why would you want to send me something like that? That's a little odd. Okay. Animal control deals with live animals. Well, not in Florida. Not in Florida. They pick up everything. They pick up everything. Bulls, cows, horses, you name it, they pick it up. So it must be different in Illinois. Yeah, I never heard of the animal mistreatment. But maybe, somebody can send that. There were reports of animal neglect, so they took their license. Mouse toes on the spot. The village never reapplied to get the relicensing. Yeah. If you're going to be in that business, I love animals. And I don't like mistreating them. Okay. Gallagher Materials, Gasco Roofing. They were talking about roofing, $48,000 in that meeting. JBJ Sales, Grandview Homes, $1,000. Why not? Grand Lakes Distributing, Hammond Fence, another $1,000 for property. Why not? Chlorine, Hessel Jefferson Electric, Home Depot Credit Services. Did they have a Home Depot credit card? Did they? Home Disposal, paying for that garbage. Retirement Corporation, Fraternal Order of Police, Illinois Director of Employment, Illinois Lubricants, oil changes, Illinois Municipal League, Illinois Portable Truck Inspections, Illinois Public Risk. There's a lot on here. Indiana Harbor Belt, water pipe maintenance. Integrity Bank, a lease payment, another lease payment. Interstate Billing. JKCS Communications. They didn't want to pay this architect bill either. There's a Kasperik Group. $25,595 for 1 month. There's Johnny Jefferson that they don't want to pay. Johnstone Supply. JK Enterprises. Here's ATR Projects. ATR Projects. What would that be? Oh, wonderful, Enrique. Thank you very much. I will look that up. I'll look that up and maybe do a video on it. Cool. I love this channel because we can have discussions and share information. The saw-looking person was at a meeting? Really? Really? Mario, is that true? Ugh. I did like the movie, though. I did like the movie. Oh, they had a sketchy situation. Architects out there, something else, yeah. And that's probably what that is, right? Festival artist. Why not? Getting $800. Wait. Kiana Belcher's on here. Why did Kiana Belcher get $1,000 for property? I didn't see this before. Let me pause and think about this. This is a shocker to me. I didn't see this before. Why is Kiana Belcher getting $1,000 for property? Anybody? Think that's what it was for, Scott? I never saw that on there before. Is that a conflict of interest? Yeah, Shadow Seeker. I've seen some that say escrow right on them. These do not. They could be, but I will look up that house. But I'm surprised to see Belcher's name on a warrant list for property. Okay. I know she dealt in real estate. There's no doubt in that. Blue Doe, thank you. I'm so happy to see you. I want to apologize to you. The other day, the chat was going so fast, and I didn't catch your comments until I started rewatching the live. So I apologize for all of those questions that you asked, and I hope the chat answered them for you. I've been waiting for you for so long to come back in. Did she acquire a house? It could be. Well, I'm going to email Jason House and ask him about these $1,000 payments, because there seems to be a lot of them. Well, it's a big deal to me, Blue Doe. I like to make sure everybody is, welcome and has their issues put up, because I know how to put them up now. Bing. Yeah, it's got to be different in big cities, right? Yeah. And I'm sorry about telling you about my experience with the deer. Warning. They also have a problem with KNM Ventures. I don't understand all the tree cutting. I honestly don't. How many trees can you have? Do they cut one limb, go around the block, cut another limb off, come back around, cut a few more off? $84,000. That is, that's just not right. How many trees do you have in a 5-mile radius? It's crazy. Quick rink, ice rink, $105,444. There it is. Now, did the ice rink cost that much, or was it much higher? That's what I want to know. Did they just supply the ice? I know there was a grant for it, but the grant should have paid for the ice as well. Larry's Four Seasons. Bed backfill. Okay. Annual law enforcement. risk data management. McQueen, we've seen that before. McQueen emergency. Matco tools. Oh, here's a settlement. Wages. 35,000. Matt Stacy. Oh, we all remember Matt Stacy, right? Matt Stacy used to be the head of Public Works. So apparently, he sued the village for back wages, right? Got a settlement. Some are because they have authorized payments 2 times. And we're asking, why are they popping back up now? Yes. You know, and in the beginning, not in the beginning, someplace in the mixture of this live, I showed this is the board's package. This is what the board gets. And it shows exactly what they took off the list. Oh, okay. I'll try to get this done. I'm sorry. Matt Stacy. Good for you, Matt. He was a good guy. MBD Solutions. Concrete. $94,000. Okay, everybody, here's the McDonald's restaurant for the inmates. The inmates don't get these fancy restaurants. They don't get these fancy meals. They get probably a kid's kit, right? Something. Meat Electric, Menards, getting supplies, Metropolitan Industries. Oh. More food. Why not? Michael Earhart for our investigator. $1,350. There's some legal fees, $19,000. Yeah, Scott, $148 for McDonald's. How many inmates are there? Right? Grandma. A lot of companies, yes. IRS would have to audit all of them, have to follow the money to get the answer. Yes, that is true. That is very, very true. Can you believe how much money is spent? Wow. A lot of chicken nuggets. I'd rather have White Castle, but definitely not while locked up. Okay. Moving along. Mickle Pro. Another $1,000 for a house. MTE. Lord. Another $1,000 for a house. Napleton. Repairs. League of Cities. Nicor. I can't butcher that name, but these are lease payments. Northern Tool and Equipment. Oak Construction. Wasn't that something Kiana was talking about as well? $50,000. I'm not sure. Okay. A court order. $60,000. Patrick Walsh. I guess we'll have to look that name up. This is what's killing this village. This massive spending. These courts, the lawyers, the tree cutting, the nonsense going on. PepsiCo USCM. Here's some more legal fees. More tree cutting, why not? Was there a family that owns different tree companies? Plum Grove, Plumbing and Electric, Positive Minds, Residential Snow Removal. Oh, we got some news from Blue Doe. Manera Ave unit sold or changed hands on. Oh, thank you very much, my little investigator. I appreciate that. That's the Kiana Belcher. Okay. Now, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? I think we're going to have to pause and think about that. Hey, Status Quo, good to see you. If they are still cutting grass, I know a place that needs it. Yeah. That is very, very interesting. Thank you so much, Blue Doe. You are a wonderful investigator. Was this for... No, this couldn't be for Stubbs. Remember when Tiffany shoveled Stubbs out and Stubbs told her, get the hell away from everybody? Why are they paying for residential snow removal? It's up to the owner of the property. I'm sorry, but it is. Precision truck equipment, production distribution, photocell. Public safety direct. Public Works Enterprise Group. I assume, well, we'll say PW because it's $1,000 again. Quality Door. Another $500 for property. Rowland Sons Landscaping. $80,000. Tree cutting. People, there cannot be this many trees in Dalton, Illinois. I don't care. I stand on it, even though I'm sitting. Yeah, I'm tired of that too, Dwayne. Let's all call Tiffany and say I don't have to shovel, I'm sorry. There cannot be this many trees. There can't. I'm telling you. This is not possible. And I'll say it, I think there's something nefarious going on with all this tree cutting. I don't care who's ordering it. And where's the RFPs for these companies? That's what I want to know. Where's the RFPs? They have to have RFPs, don't they? It's not up to the mayor to just willy-nilly call somebody unless it isn't an emergency like that gas leak. That I go for. Next year there'll be tree planting. They're going to need it with all these trees, right? It's a 5-mile radius. I don't care how you slice it up. It doesn't come to all these tree cuttings. And the residents are paying for it. And I don't believe it. I do not believe this tree cutting. I don't. Say it right out loud. Let's rent a Christmas for $50,000. is a village of 20,000 people. You want to rent a Christmas for $50,000. They took this off the warrant list, by the way, the trustees. Yeah, 50 50 should buy a Christmas. $50,000 to rent a Christmas. Are you out of your ever-living minds? Now, the trustees did not pay this. They said, no, we're not paying this. But they must have paid it eventually because it came off the warrant list. $50,000 to rent a Christmas. Wyoming, they should call you. You could send them a tree for less than that. Oh my God. Sometimes it's just too much. Furnace repairs, $50,000. Robinson Engineering. Rogers Roofs. Front and back garage, $100,000. Oh, dear Lord in heaven, save us from Dalton. I think a trustee said they're trimming a tree, and after they come back to cut down the same tree. I think it's right, Francois. Yeah, Wyoming, yes, you know about a tree farm. You should next year send them a tree. My gosh. Oh dear. Sorry, I had to yawn. Yeah. I think there's going on. I think there's something with the tree cutting. I'm sorry, but you know, this can't be possible. Not in this little village. No, don't believe it. Personally. Oh, Fire Academy. Route 1 Industries. Public Works trucks. Safety Clean. Househead Festival. They didn't want to pay Santee either. $3,500. All right. What is a Househead Festival? Before I say something I don't want to. I'm getting pudgy. I'm getting pudgy. Let's move this along. Another $500 for property. Shorewood Home and Auto. Sibley Animal Hospital for boarding. $1,466. Smart Sign. I wonder what kind of signs those are. Southern Suburban Major Crime, sorry. Now you see, Task Force Meals. You know, they investigate the big crimes. That's acceptable. Car lift service. You have lease payments again. Disinfectant products. I think they need to disinfect the whole village. Anybody else? Lincoln profile and his current position. Chief. I've heard about that, Scott. I'll send you an email. Yeah, they should, right? Oh, we got to get through this somehow. Brewer Company, 3rd District Fire, dues. Tifco Industries, Garage Supplies, T-Mobile, Traffic Central, signs, United Rentals, Verizon Wireless, Water Products, Wentworth Tire South Holland, West Side Tractor Sales. I don't know what kind of tester this is, but it was only $17. Now they don't want to pay White Co Pool, $44,000. Tangenique, I think, said it would cost, or one of the finance directors up there said it would cost $88,000 to fix the pool. Here's another $1,000 for a home. Xerox lease payment. Oh, thank God we're at the end. $3,287,000 is $686 or $87. Sorry. Oh. Now I'm just going to skim very quickly because we've been on here almost 3 hours. This is the board's packet. This is what they get every month. If anybody wants me to email them this list, I will email it to you. Free of charge. Just email me. Let me put my email in the link. It's on my page too, but okay. Ground fault interrupt. Oh, thank you, status quo. That's what that is. I have some smart people in here. Very smart people. So at the end of this is going to be the resolutions. This is what the trustees get and the mayor in their packets. Okay? Here's the list of resolutions. And I'm just going to skim through it. Okay? Anybody can have this. All they got to do is email me. I will happily give it to them. But this is what they rattled off at the beginning of the meeting. Okay? You got the maps in here and everything. All the elected officials get these board packets at every board meeting. And this is what the people need to see, isn't it? This is exactly what the people need to see so they can read it themselves. And this is what our fight is all about. The residents, to give out the information. So I'm just skimming through. There was one I did find interesting. Oh, there's a proposal. Oh my gosh. A proposal, an actual proposal. What they plan on doing. Why can't the residents have these? Whew. I'm gonna just skim through. Like I said, if you want this, I will happily email it to you free of charge. Everything I do is free. And I never put my cash up either. Cash app up. Man, this is quite a proposal, isn't it? Whoo-wee. Let's get through this. Damn. A lot of paperwork that these trustees have to read, isn't it, in these proposals? Auto liability, general liability, workman's compensation. Interesting. Oh. There was one ordinance that they read in that I found interesting, and I think it's on this one. But this is everything in the board packages. That's the collective bargaining police department. Lordy. And if the board is not getting these until the day of the meeting, or even on a Saturday, can you imagine? This one. Prohibiting certain attorneys from acting as advisor to the village of Dalton Municipal Officers Electoral Board. Now, you know, these electoral disputes going on, is that considered an electoral board that Delgado lawyer is heading up? It's a question. But I don't know if they say which attorneys. It just says certain attorneys. So, oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. So these are things that the residents need to see. Every last one of them. Yes, Mama Hill, I will email this to you. You know, all of this. And that's the end. So, we've just gone through 3 hours of some video backing it up with actual documents to prove and disprove. Ugh. So, we can sink all this in and see what everybody thinks about it. Oh, like and subscribe. Thank you, Wyoming, for those 5 memberships. I really appreciate it. Francois with the wrench. Has it ever happened before? They're the trustees running against the mayor in place while in position. Well, Henyard was a trustee running for mayor, but she was at the end of her 2-term limit. And that 2-term limit is important. That's why Jason House has to run for mayor. He's at his 2-term limit. The effective solution is to provide a staff binder for examination. Thank you. That is transparency. And that's all we're asking for. That's all we're asking for. And a thumbs up from Wyoming. God bless everybody. It's been a grueling afternoon, but we got through it. I think we put out a lot of information that really needs to be digested. There's so much going on in this village that people don't know. But like I said, we like to produce facts and not spread rumor. So if you have something, email me. I'd love to see it. Okay. Thank you so much, Bluto. You are appreciated more than you know.